Hey everyone, welcome to Brave New Gym. So today's video, I am going to talk about the basic guide since it's been frequently asked in all the comments for my previous video if you watched it. So yeah, I will quickly take you guys through certain features, or I'll try to cover up most of the features available in the platform so that you get a better understanding of how things work. If you're newly into this game and you don't know how FPL works, then yeah, this probably will help you out. So yeah, starting off, this will be your dashboard. Here it shows your level. So basically, there are in total four types of things that you'll need to be aware of, or I would say five in total. So the first thing is your gold, which again, if you watched my previous video, I've mentioned that gold is 1:1 against USDC. So whatever you convert into this platform will be called as gold instead of USDC. That's the first thing. Second thing is the reputation that you see here. Currently, I'm level 7. So your reputation is basically going to give you a level. So you need to get more reputation in order for you to level up. So how levels are useful in this game is basically it allows you, or it gives you a spending limit. So this doesn't apply all the time, but when you have a pre-sale or a new player launch, for the first hour they restrict everyone based on their levels. So if your level is below 4, in that case, you will not be able to buy anything at all. You'll not be able to buy the first hour since you're new. They wouldn't let you buy. So anything above level 4, I think, has a limit of 25, and level 6 or above has around $200, and then it goes on. There's a list of criteria, basically level wise, which lets you to spend limited budget. So that is available on their Discord. They announce that list, updated list every time before the sale happens. So you can always be updated on that through the Discord. So yeah, that's the benefit, pros and cons of levels, which is why you need to always accumulate these reputations, and I'll tell you how you can do that. Yeah, and the third thing out of those five criteria that I want to highlight is the TP points. Okay, the tournament points. It's called TP points, tournament points. So that you earn through playing tournaments, attending tournaments, not playing, attending tournaments with your players, and also through referrals. So how you can utilize these TP is, you can spend them to buy packs. If I go here, as you see, tournament points, balance. So this is TP points. I've tried opening a few packs already, so I've got the amusement already. So you can try by your own self. So you cannot buy these TP points from your gold or USDC. So these are only available through earning from referrals or through playing tournaments with your players. That's like I said. So that's the benefit of TP. And now we will talk about skill ratings. So this is the other one that which is impacted based on, or you receive skill points, skill ratings based on your tournament again. So how this works is the more skill points you earn through buying players who are less value, or who are very underrated players, and if they perform on that week, you end up getting more skill points compared to buying some top player who is already expected to be in the top. And if they end up being in the top, you end up getting less skill points, but you do end up getting points, but you get less amount of them. So that's the logic behind the skill ratings. So the more how you can utilize skill rating now is once you open a pack and you get certain amount of players, those players aren't available directly for you to utilize for the next tournaments. Okay, so they will be under development squad, not your active squad, development squad. So development squad is basically you'll need to spend some skill ratings in order for them to in order for you to move those players from development squad to active squad. And once they are in active squad, you they will start earning TP points, or they will start being considered for tournaments. So, one thing to note here is that you do not have to action on anything for a player to be eligible for a tournament. Once they are part of your active squad, they are directly added to the upcoming tournaments by default. You don't have to action on any of those things. So right now, as you see, these are all my players, and as you see on the top, active. So this is my active squad. And if I switch on to development, these are my players who I've got from my packs. Okay, so in each pack you get around 4 players, and based on the level of the pack, you get more number of shares. Basically, it explains basically on the pack page, so you should get an idea. These players aren't available for the tournaments until I move them to the active squad, which again I need to spend some amount of skill ratings. So that's how this works. Now let me go back to the page dashboard. So yeah, you can find all the packs here, open packs. You see, if you want, if you have tournament points, and you can see if you have over here on the top. These are the packs: Pro Pack, Epic Pack, Legendary Pack. I think because of some delay or some bot function or bot manipulation, they paused the whole pack thing. Someone was trying to, utilize referral programs to get as many packs as possible. So they blocked it. But generally, you should get shares about, I think, 50 to 100 on Pro Pack, and the Epic Pack has 110 to 200, and then Legendary has 1,000 to 2,000 shares. So each play that you receive in this pack will have that amount of shares. So my strategy would be if you strategy would be buying as many packs as possible. So if you are able to buy Epic, then I would always recommend buy Epic as a first choice. But if you are able to, similarly, if you are able to buy Legendary, then buy that as a first choice. But it's not that frequent enough, or you're not earning TPs enough to open a Legendary pack, then don't wait for it. Don't try to stack it up. This is again my strategy or my logic behind this. So try to open as many packs as possible because the price is going to increase, and you can also use them for your active squads, which again generates more TP for you. So that's the logic for me. So more players, more TPs. So the accumulation will be faster compared to accumulating the TP and then opening the top packs. So that's the idea. Okay, so this is today's fixtures. Pretty simple. Yeah, and this part is all the objective part, okay? So as you see here, 25, 25, these are all reputation points that you need to accumulate in order to level up. So one quick tip here that I've already mentioned in my previous video is that when you connect your social accounts, you automatically end up getting pushed up to level 6 or level 10. So I've noticed my friends pushed up to level 10. I think it's because of their account, their social accounts, currency. I mean, like if they're popular enough, I think it'll just push you off to high levels. But my account again is very basic, no subscription in accounts, and very low followers as well. So I'm pretty much kind of like a new account in my social. So uh, I think it pushed me to level 6, which is good enough for me to enter into those sales. So it should do the same for everybody by default. So yeah, and again, one more thing. So once you connect your accounts, it doesn't naturally push you right away. So it actually pushes you 30 minutes before the sale happens. So I heard that there's going to be a sale tomorrow at 5:17 UTC. So you can expect to be pushed into high levels 30 minutes before that, so around 16:30. So if you connect right now, it won't push you. It'll not update. They'll update at the last minute, and they'll also buffer some people who are legitimate. So wait for that, okay? And you can earn these reputation points as well through these objectives that they have. You see on the top, referral, Yeah, as you see, referral gives you 50 TP points, which is equivalent to one of the pro packs. So the referral has to be someone who achieves 100 gold scored points. So the gold scored is scored value is here. Okay, so it has to be minimum of 100 in order for you to receive that pack. They will also receive a pack as well, basically 50 points. So that is how the dashboard stuff works. And you, like I said, you have objectives here which you can accumulate for your reputations. Which I have done some, claimed as well, so you can do that from your own. So that's the basic dashboard overview. I hope. This tournament thing is basically from the last tournament that has happened. So this was that 15th August to 20th August tournament. If you click on it, you can see who are the top fives in each position. So I'm expecting some delays here since the platform's been laggy. So yeah, this is from the last tournament. Who were the top? So yeah, you can explore them. I'm not talking about squad here. Squad gives you an overview of who you own, which position they are off, and what's their current market cap or the market price. Okay. So this, I think, this percentage is the 24-hour movements or change. So each player, when you buy from market, they end up having four contracts, four or five. Not really sure. Yeah, four. So they end up having four initially when you buy them. What it means, contract means is that basically it lets you use them for four games in four tournaments essentially, or four games in real world. So if a player doesn't play in a game, then the contract won't get counted. But if they end up playing in a game, they spend one contract for each game. So initially, you start with four contracts for all players when you buy from the market, and you can extend them under contracts. If you click on this, based on their value, each person has their own. Right now, I don't have balance, but yeah, you can extend it like this. So each player value is different. So based on their current value, their contract price are priced on the same valuation. Okay, so and under holdings, you see all your data, basically how it grew and things like that, blah blah blah, which you can see by yourself. And that's about the squad. Now transfers, yeah. So good chart, bullish, expecting more things to grow eventually when we settle with the bots and things like that, the transaction wise. But guys, don't panic because this whole whole game has been laggy since 1 week now. So you should probably be expecting this to go on because there's a lot of new users coming in. And yeah, it's gonna crash a little like this. It's been crashing every time it grows, but it's been going up as well because there's tremendous value to this platform. So don't panic on this. Yeah, just keep your cool and try to play around the game. So yeah, how to buy and sell is pretty simple. As you see here, I'm not gonna buy though currently, but yeah, you can click on Lamin Yamal here. I don't know why I know why he's up so much, but yeah, people like him for some reason. Yeah, so you need to bring your gold on the top. It's basic DeFi stuff here, like how you do it in Pancake or things or DeFi swaps, where you enter gold. Gold is again 1:1 against USDC. You get this amount of shares, and the fees are basically the platform fees, which goes for them for their benefits or profits. And as you see here, this is slippage. So this might come handy for you when you are entering into those new sales or high volume times. Okay, so those times I think there'll be too much people buying, selling. So your slippage is very important, like how you buy a token normally from a DeFi swap. Okay, it's the same. So if you have less slippage set, if there's a big fluctuation, your trade is gonna fail. So I see a lot of people in Discord complaining about this. So you'll wanna make these note these stuff up because these are pretty important when there's high volume trades going on in a single player. It normally fails the buy for you because of the slippage. So you want to set more so that you can override others' purchases. But with power comes more price. Basically, like I said, if I've set 50 here, it essentially adds up 0.50 as an expense for me. So it ends up spending more than what I'm willing to pay here, right? So that's something which you need to look into. The fees will be more. So if you set just basically 5%, so the fees will be less deducted. So yeah, less worrying or less paying for this. Okay, so that's how this works. Similarly, you can let me see if there's anything I missed. Yeah, these are basically if you scroll a player's performance, you can see all these. This is from last match. So this week's tournaments, which is ongoing, is not updated here again. Similar to this, it's not updated. It'll be updated once the tournament gets over. Uh, yeah. So here, active supply is basically which is currently in supply, and this will be if you bought any shares, so it'll show up here. So one bugs or fixes or whatever tips that I've noticed here sometimes is that when you try to buy someone and your gold vanishes, but you don't have any shares, it means that you have already purchased this person or you have purchased someone else, or you probably tried to purchase someone else before this, which went the transaction went through. Even though you don't have their shares yet, you will end up having their shares after some time. Okay, so if you see an update in your gold, then try to wait for some time so that you it shows up for you the person you bought basically. So there's a bit lag based on it. It's not the platform, it's the blockchain itself, I think, because of the congestion. Similarly, how you bought, you can sell them as well. Same interface, you have to go to sell it, the number of shares you want to sell, and then it sell. Right. So this is the total market cap. That is accumulation of all players here. Okay. So whatever amount spent in each place, this shows up. Thing. You can look into that by weekly, monthly, and yearly. Similarly, you have volume here, total volume in the platform. I'm not going to play around on these much because there's too much lag. And yeah, I want to be play safe. All right, going on to live scores. So basically, currently this is the Diamond tournament, which is ongoing right now. If you see on the date here, 22nd, 26th, that's when the tournament's ongoing. And once that's done, they will calculate everything and they will send out the TPs. As you see, I've earned 40 TP this week from my players, and I think there are some players left to play. So if you're someone new joining this game today, or yeah, you have joined recently, how you can participate in these tournaments is basically either by someone who is yet to play in this tournament match day. So like I see here, uh, as you see, these games haven't happened yet. So if you buy any of the players from these games, like for example Liverpool, Real Madrid, you can accumulate points through those players basically. Okay, so they haven't played, so you'll end up getting points for their playtime. So if you want to involve in the ongoing tournaments, that's how you can do it. Or if you want to wait over and you want to invest on players who have already finished games, um, because you want to invest on them in that case because they are good value. In that case, you can join the next tournaments as well. They have tournaments every day, not every day, every week. So as you see here, no tournament apparently means that there's no games to be played in those days, so they don't have a tournament. So next week on no tournament on 20th midweek, and we have the next tournament on 29th to 2nd September, which is the weekend of next week. So that's when you can join and play with other players. If you want to join right away, this is the solution. So that's how it is. And performance wise, okay, let me quickly give you a guide on how these point system works. So if you click on these players, they show you how now, for example, Kane, how did he earn these 262 points? Okay, this is the highest point for a forward in this game week. Okay, so these are the distributions of points. You can open them and see for what has the points been given to. So for an in detail guide on all these, you can refer to their white paper, which I'll attach in the description, or I'll share the link, which you can open and look into. These points are clearly explained why and what circumstances they earn such points. So that's the idea here. These are the points, and the top five basically gets a boost for their TP. So if they're not in the top five, they do end up getting TP points. But if they're part of the top five, they get boost. So the first position, I think, gets 2x of their TP, and second, I think, gets 1.75, and then third, fourth, and fifth gets 1.25 as a boost for their already accumulated points. So that's the idea. This applies to each position. So midfielder has its own top five with its own boosts. Again, defenders has its own, and goalkeeper has its own. But something to note is all these three positions have top five as rewards, but for goalkeepers, it's just top three. So from what I noticed in this market, there's a lot of demand for the forwards, but there's very minimal demand for midfielders and defenders, but they all end up gaining the same kind of bonuses, okay? Which is why I'm always bullish on investing on midfielders and defenders if you're into making TP points, and also goalkeepers, because there are less goalkeepers and they are all on very less value as of now compared to the forwards. Yeah, that's the idea. You can always filter around here forwards, midfielders to see the whole list with everyone's points mentioned. Yeah, you can browse through that. That's the basic guide for live scores. Now let's talk about leaderboard. Ta-ta-ta. Leaderboard, I've started this week, so my leaderboard has yet to refresh. But this is basically skill ratings that you have accumulated over the course of all game weeks. So right now mine's not refreshed yet, but once it does, it'll start adding up, giving me a position. Like I said, skill rating is again based on how good of a value you utilize. Let's say you buy someone from very cheap and they end up being in the top five. So you end up getting more skill ratings. And one thing to note here is your squad takes or picks only the top best players or best rated players of that week, top 11 best rated players of that week for skill ratings. Okay, so let's say I own 11 players, so I'm good. So if you have like 30 players in your squad, so they do end up getting all the TP points, but the skill rating is applicable only for the top 11 players among your 30 players. Okay, so I've kept my squad as 11 so that I'm hoping everyone does good and I end up getting good skill ratings for all of them. So you can come up with your own strategies. I haven't really figured that part out of how to maximize it. For now, I'm just going with it. So if you got any good strategies for that, you can always comment down below on the video, and definitely will help me out and will help others as well. So yeah, guys, this is basic how platform interactions that you can look into. So some of the things I can show you here, I think frequently asked questions. So this update can be useful if you want to refresh your whole platform or something like your data related things. I think it works sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know, it's not really helpful for me, but I heard that it's been helpful for some people. And for deposit and withdrawal, okay, I think this kind of important thing. Right, yeah. So for deposit and withdrawal, you have to click on this gold icon here on the top. Yeah, this is a heads up for you to look into. If you send it to some other wallet or other blockchain, the funds are basically gone. But I heard the team is looking into that and trying to, come up with a better solution to find a solution for if in case you send it to someone else or somewhere else. But yeah, for now, there's nothing. So this is how you deposit. Send is basically deposit money into the platform. So this is your wallet address is mine. Uh, I have just copied this, load up USDC in my base wallet. It can be any wallet. You don't have to have a specific wallet which is connected to the platform only. You can send this money from any of your base wallet. It has to have USDC basically, and the USDC needs to be sent to this address. Okay, you'll have your own unique. Once you send it, once the transaction is complete, you can just refresh it here, and the balance should update. Okay, it's instantaneous. There's no time lag from what I've noticed. I've sent multiple times and there's not been any lag for me. So it should be instantaneous. If it's not, then you can just check with the Discord, with the community, and there should be someone who can help you out with support request or something like that. Yeah, so this is how you deposit. Uh, Again, wallet details. You can use any wallets which is EVM compatible. It doesn't have to be MetaMask, but I'm using MetaMask for my base, so I'm using the same. So this is your in-game wallet. Okay, this is not your base MetaMask wallet. This is your in-game wallet, which they have created for everyone separately. Similarly, if you want to withdraw your funds, which is already available, which is, let's say I have this 3 gold here. Now I want to move them into USDC in my MetaMask. Then I go to hit transfer. I add here the amount and I input my wallet. So if you have already connected your wallet into this platform, then it in this drop down it should be available for you. You can select that and send. Okay, that's it. It's 1:1. So yeah, that's how deposit and withdrawal works. I hope I've clarified most of the things for you here. And let me know your thoughts. I think I'm a little dry on my voice. So, all right, guys, thank you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.